The executions in Ryse are really brutal, and probably the most brutal executions and combat you've ever seen in a video game. We want to bring it up close and intense. Other games really do a good job with the camera way out. This is a different experience. You're in there and you're taking your shield and your sword and you're smashing dudes' jaws with it. You can only experience that in Ryse. The combat team and Martin Leroux, the animation director for Ryse, we all looked at, of course, things like Spartacus, Blood and Sand. We looked at Gladiator. We looked at a lot of really cool movies that do amazing things with swords. But then we were jamming with the stunt guys. We realized they just weren't epic enough. By the end, they were wired up and we were flinging them 20 feet in the air. We were taking people and just smashing them off of walls, and as they came back, pushing them back into the wall, and supposedly the wall's on fire and the guy's acting it out and then falling over. It was really important for us to keep things really fluid between normal combat and execution combat. We figured out how to flow between hitting people, and we had the quadrant system flowing to hit this guy, and then we had executions that started at each of the different quadrants.
So as move flow from move to move, so move flows into executions. And again, we have a really strong animation database that knows to pick the correct execution based on the AI, the distance, the angle. So you start off with kind of like pretty cool executions. Then as you come a meter starts getting higher, you start cutting off people's arms. And then as it gets higher and higher, you start sending people flying. You know, just taking it to the edge of what's believable. Give you input during the executions. That could be a health boost, focus gain.
So if you're low on health, live or die by your executions. In the middle of killing two guys, you can actually switch perks on the fly. First guy you're killing, like, oh, I'll take XP. Next guy you're killing, say, I'll take some more focus because I want to max that out. You kill the second guy, your focus meter goes up. Now you have enough to do a focus attack. Come out of that, seamlessly slam the ground. All the other guys rushing are hit by this shockwave, put in the slow motion, and then you can frenzy kill them all.
We want there to be a difference between a new person that picks it up and is just having a great time and is playing, and an expert who's taken the time to understand the timings, to perfect the executions of the timings. They're faster. The reactions to the enemies are bigger, their combo multiplier is higher. The combat system exists and the basis is strong and it's there without the executions, but there's all these paths and all these like leads, shortcuts and tricks and gameplay moments that allow you to really build the executions into them and use the executions to your advantage, strategic advantage and gameplay advantage, not just for visual treatments. So you pick up the game, you can hit who you want to hit, you can perform the actions that you want to perform. All your options are available to you at all times.
So another thing for us was the performance capture part of the combat and the executions in Ryse. The next level is bringing in the emotion and the facial performance. You see almost the emotion of pain on his face as he gets stabbed through the, through the back out the heart. You look at that and you go, I've never seen that before. For me, that is the art of the execution in Ryse.